Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 26 of the Raid series. In the previous about dozen episodes, we were hunting the scav bosses, and now we are over to the PvP side of things. Now, the original plan was to try and get 4 kills on each map without dying continuously. However, just because of the tempo of where Escape from Tarkov is right now, I am worried that we wouldn't have enough time to film out like another 30-40 episodes to really push through and get these tasks done. So what I'm going to try and do, in the best of my ability, I'm going to try and get 4 kills on every map without dying. However, if I die, I'll just go again for that map until I get that map completed, and we'll continue on through the series like that until I get 4 kills on each map. Preferably, I'll try and get the 4 kills in the one raid. Sometimes I might have to go for a second raid, but I'll also try my best to explain all the PvP sides of things. Now, that was a very long-winded intro, so if you're still with me, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. So, things have been going really well up until this point, and so let's try and continue on that. Now, if I was doing the quest to get the 4 PMC kills on every map, I would do it in a specific order. And that is pretty much the highest risk of death to the least risk of death, or potentially highest chance of running into someone that is way better than I could ever possibly be able to kill, and then moving towards the maps that are a little bit more friendly. So, I'll be starting off with factory, and the reason why is you got the highest chance of dying to players with shotguns or people going in with like really crazy leg metas and stuff like that and hiding in corners. So we'll get our 4 kills on factory, and then after that we will be jumping into the laboratory. Now, this may be a slightly shorter episode. If I do get all 4 kills in the one raid, I'll probably do a factory run, but I kind of like the idea of each episode being focused on the one map. So if everything goes to plan, the factory raid will go ahead, kill the guys in factory, and then we'll move on to the next map on the next episode, or I might sneak in the first lab run on this one. So all we need to do with our loadout is fix that, and then make sure this has got BP in it, which it does. And then I think we'll be pretty much ready to go. Now, this gun isn't perfect, but it'll do, you know, like, there's some stuff we can do to it. Some things I would definitely make note of. If possible, I would get the rail. I think I might be able to just do it. The mounts. No, I want the no, that's not going to work, right? 6-inch. That one. And then something else I wanted, might just be able to buy now. No, I won't, because Ski's not the next level yet. We should have, I swear we had like an arcade actually. This will mount to it. Cool. So we'll take this off. So the difference in these two is 8 ergonomics. Bam, that's a big jump. Then we can put this on here and then chuck that on, which is another 9 ergonomics and 2 recoil. So now this has gone from being, it's not been bad, but now it's a lot better. So we're going to jump into that factory right now. Before we go factory, of course, we'll make sure we've got our factory key, and that is pretty much all we need for this. Let's get in there. Let's have some fun. Hopefully everything goes smooth, and then we'll move from there. I don't think it's possible to mount. Oh, maybe I could actually. I don't know how easy it'll be. Get a preset. I don't think it allows you. I say I could probably get the might need to be a different one. You could put the PT-3 onto it. But I think it needs to be the AK-103 series, which is fine. All right, let's go. So now with factory, with the expansion, it's still quite congested early on if you get over the forklift side, but there's more opportunity for you to get a little bit more movement around. The added the scav boss though, he can catch you off guard quite quickly and easily. Now, I have to go quickly here. The guy got away just then. He spawned in and he went straight down the end there. Now, When you come factory, most of the time, you'll pre-med. When given the opportunity. Try not to overpeak anything if you can get around it. Quite quiet down this end. There was a shotgun shooting down the end here. That's a pistol. That's good for us. Haven't heard any like crazy shots yet from like M4s, HKs, MP7s. Clearing through, making sure we're watching all the spots that people will likely be. I have no idea what that shot was from. Someone shot the top from the other side. That's a KS-23. We're just trying to get information. So right now I'm listening out, waiting to see if I can hear anyone moving about.
Давай, пошел! На, блядь, ты, сука! Иди сюда, говно собачье! Решил ко мне лезть? Ты засранец вонючий, мать твою, а? Ну иди сюда!
Here comes the player. Kill. That's actually a player scav. Unfortunate. Right, now we need to do a quick loot. Unfortunately, we need to get our money back. All that ammo was blown away. Anything of value we're going to grab and get out. Oh no, it's a player. We've got one. Now that's got ballistic materials to it, so we'll hold on to that. We'll use that grenade. Alright. Now it was all about trying to get a good position there. We wanted to use the hearing where he was, and we could pre-fire coming around the corner than him pre-firing on us, so. Unfortunately, no BP there. There was a player scav or a player running down there. We're just going to bug out. There's no point pushing the rest of this raid. But I think it's all just player scavs left now. At the start, we definitely heard someone shooting a pistol, so we missed out on that guy. He's 100% dead. Shotgun boys up. We heard a KS-23 or a Mosin. Pretty sure it was KS-23. So, and you can't hear him shooting anymore. So I'm pretty sure everyone's dead, or most likely there'll be a shotgun. A guy hiding in a corner with a shotgun with a KS-23. So we're not going to lose all our gear to that. And I bet you I got that guy with the grenade at the end. I think it was very straightforward. I say that someone made a comment. I bet you it says it in the video. Haven't watched it yet. Pathing very straightforward. Spawned at forklift, pushed out. Make sure you check down the corridor. That's the most important thing you can do. Once I did that, I didn't go through the new area. I just went straight down because that's where I heard pistol shooting, and I knew there was a guy who had pushed towards the main extract. Once I pushed down there, I didn't go any further than that because I was still waiting for more noises, but that was that. 2 PMC kills so far. We have a grenade kill right at the end, which I'm guessing was the low level 0 to 10. All right. When we're in that fight, take note that I didn't just hold an angle. Because he knows that I'm behind that wall, that he's ready to fire, and he'll move from cover on his time. Whereas, and then he knows just about where I would be behind that wall, so he can start pre-firing as he comes around the corner. Whereas the other way around is if you're moving around together, you can decide or have a better chance of deciding when you're exposed, which is what happened. Busted arm, we'll heal up. And yeah, good little raid there. Got 2 kills. That little level 0 to 10 that I killed at the end, he was probably looting the body at the bottom that I killed. And he was probably that guy that I heard shooting a pistol. All right, so we'll drop this stuff off. And it's not really worth repairing that armor. And we do need to buy some more ammo. Cool. PP. Kind of want to have one more mag. See if we get swarmed. All right. And I'm happy with the rest of this. These glasses have a ricochet chance. So there's always that chance that you can ricochet something. And on top of that, to repair this armor, so you got to think of it as the armor is 47.7 out of 60, right? That's what it is. It's just the fact that if I repair it, or even though it says out of 53, it's not the percentage of 53 that it's giving you protection for. It works it out of 60. So even if I was to repair it right now, it wouldn't make a large difference to what would save me. Like if I just did prepper, if I was to do mechanic, I'd go from 47.7 to maybe 53.1. So 5 durability. Would that save me against like an M61 round? It wouldn't make any difference. A BP 762 by 39 might make a small enough amount of difference to save me from one bullet. And from stuff like shotguns and pistols, they're already going to have to shoot me like 30 times to get through. Unless it's like 6.3 AP or 7N31 for the 9mm. So it's not really worth repairing that 20,000 rubles to get that little bit extra there, when I could buy a whole new one. They've gone up a little bit to 280k. So if that was, say, down to about 40 durability, 100% would repair. But yeah, I feel like when it's those little small amounts, killer armor is one of the best repairing armors in the game. If it was, I don't know, let's say this one. This is actually pretty decent as well, but 22,000 for a trooper to get to that amount there, it's not really worth the money spent, in my opinion. I'm sure other people would disagree. It's 130k. If you go 20k, is it enough to save you? Probably not. You're probably already going to die, particularly if it's something like M61 or 7N39 by 762 by 39 BP. Is probably still going to just cut through this no matter what. I don't think that's going to save you. The only difference between these two really is the fact that this one's a class 5 armor. That would make that big step up to save you against the BP round. But for this one, probably wouldn't make any difference. All right, enough blabbering on. Let's get into another one. All right, so back into factory. Spawn, same spawn as last time. We're gonna go straight for here. And get the player that rushes down there. If you spawn down there, you do not want to be rushing it. I feel like there was 2.
Пиздец, мраки ебаные! Давай, блядь, рюкзак сними! Ты чё там, бля, вопишь, упырь? Пиздец, сука! Быстро! Давай, давай, давай!
It was 2 players that ran up and were just spraying down the hallway. Alright. So if you get the spawn that in the glass hallway, you do not want to be charging down like this guy did. It really doesn't end well. Lenny. And this is why I'm doing factory. There's a lot of people running KS-23 shotguns. Alright. The exact same part, I think. Pretty much as last time. With one difference. I'm going to go around this way. Instead of jumping over. Right, so I think they're probably extra camping those 2. He died. Okay, so it was 2 people. Only 1 still alive. So my guess is he got that loot and started running out. Our mag's full. We've got a Propital already prepped. Sounds like we've got a 5-7 on our hands upstairs. Clear the top of that first. Clear this corner, then go back around. Bullet holes at the end there. Cross over. And the flashlight off while we lean. Guy just crossing over now. There's a guy jumping in there and there's a guy coming down the hallway. There we go. Yeah, stamina back up. Couple ways to approach someone camping in that room. If the door's open, I wouldn't run down the hallway. I would do this instead. Sounds like there's maybe 2 in there. Did you shut the door again? Fuck. Fix up this break real quick. Oh, break, sorry, bleed. I fucked up my grenade, unfortunately. Some health back up. Probital's doing this bit. We can top up our mag. He's not standing in the hallway. That scav pushed up and gave him a bit of a heckle. I think I heard him heal. Got him.
Вон, сука!
Oh no. Our boy Tequila, we're out. No exit campers, please. Maybe he'll chase me. Do I have the ammo in the mag? Could do it. That's a player, that's not Tequila. Play scav. Alright, so Tequila didn't chase. The play scav did. Play scav did. Alright. So, very similar pathing to the start of the previous raid. Pushed out. So if you get forklift, you do not want to be in that room when people come down that hallway, or come from the spawn to the left as you come out. You do not want to be in that room. It is literally, if they trap you in that and you've got to come out that doorway, if they're patient enough, they can wait there 15 minutes, 20 minutes, let the whole raid go through. You have to come out there before them. So it's not a good thing to have one exit and no real way of getting out of it. So what I recommend is you spawn in that spawn, always get out as quickly as possible. There is a chance someone will try and sprint down the hallway like they did that time, the raid before they ran out of the hallway. If they do run sprint down the hallway, it's usually a fairly easy kill. They can get lucky. But if you go fast enough, you'll get them probably about 90% of the time with a bit of practice. As long as you got the pen to get through them. And if you don't, you've got the shotgun rounds to go through their legs, they're going to get caught out. There's not much cover in that hallway at all. Sometimes you'll have someone come down the hallway and from the left as well. If that's the case, you need to just keep moving between all the forklifts and stuff to try and get them to push to each other as well, so they're fighting each other and you can just kind of get your kills in when you can. So that's very common, that kind of start. If you can get past the mad rush of that, then it's up to you how you progress. I pushed straight down the forward and then killed the guy up in the office. A lot of push-pull happens in that office. If they've got both doors shut and they're hiding in there, open both doors, then go in one of them. You'll generally make it so they're feeling a little bit more uneasy. If you've got grenades, you can throw grenades in first. If you want to be cheeky, you can go through the breach door in the room next to it and then throw a grenade through the crack and then go back into the hallway and cover the hallway. And sometimes you'll get the grenade kill by throwing through the crack in the breach room into the office. The rest of that raid was very straightforward. The Tequila coming in at the end wasn't really the most ideal situation. You will run into guys with various guns in factory. You'll have Mosins, you'll have KS-23s, lots of this kind of stuff. Mosins will be because of the Tarkov Shooter Part 3, getting bolt action kills at close range. KS-23 shotguns and MP153s and all your shotguns, they're all very, very powerful right now. You can one-shot someone very easily with the KS-23, and it's just how it is. Then when it comes to your SMGs like the MP7, they just destroy. And because of the fast firing rate, you can get through most face shields. Not a lot of people wear Altons in factory. they do. It is, I won't say it's not uncommon. It's quite common that you will see them, but it's not like every raid. It's probably like every 3 or 4 raids at best, at most. So therefore, majority of the people will be able to get through most face shields and helmets using like the MP7 rounds or the AP 6.3, 7 and 31. So they're not too worried about Altons. And the main reason people aren't wearing Altons anymore is the fact that KS-23 shotguns will creep up on them, shoot them in the legs, and they wouldn't have had a chance because they never heard them. I think hearing's more important on factory than it is to have a face shield some of the time. At least this late in the one. Yeah. Now, that is 4 kills on factory done. Did it in 2 raids. I think I'm going to stick to my plan and have this as a short one. And then we'll move into doing slightly, well, however long it takes me to get through the map. I should be able to get it through in a single episode, as long as labs and some of the other maps aren't too painful to me. But yeah, we should be able to be pretty consistent with it. We've just had a lot going on the editing side of things as well. So this episode came out a day late, which I'm sure you guys are very keen on the raid series understand and know about. So apologies for that coming out a day late, but it's also that I've got a lot of stuff going on, like the Tarkov Awards that we're starting to plan for. Got the some of the other stuff on the Pestoi TV channel, and we're prepping some fun stuff for the end of the year. So just a lot going on, and also I'm trying to spend some time with my family that are visiting right now. So apologies, it's just how it is sometimes. I try my best to be as consistent as possible with all this stuff. Like raid episodes, we're very rarely late with episodes, but it's 100% my fault, not the editors. I'll tell you that, because I just didn't get around to filming. It's just been one of those times. Anyway, enough blabbering from me. The next episode will be in labs. We will do laboratories. This weekly is to survive 10 interchange runs. This weekly is that daily is to survive a custom trade. Eliminate PMCs with distance of more than 40 meters on interchange, right? Oh, we got that one done. That was actually done in the previous episode. Flash drives. You can craft that. Oh, that would have been handy. I would have had a couple. Woods and then tremors. Cool. Yeah. Guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. Like I said, short episode today, but you'll get more longer episodes as we progress through the next days. If I can't get it in under an hour, I'll probably postpone it to the next day, of course. But I'll be filming these very rapidly over the next few days, so we get back to being completely on schedule. Apologies again for being a day late. Like and comment for the YouTube algorithm, and if you're not subscribed, guys, please subscribe. It costs you nothing and help us get to the 100,000 subscriber mark. And there's about 40% of you guys, 40 to 50% of you guys that watch the episodes that aren't subscribed, but you watch every day. So do us a solid and help us out with that. Anyway, yeah, that's all, guys. So lastly, I'll see you next time.